What's up, guys? Kaidien back in Gnomoria, episode 2 of our new little, hopefully awesome series. Um, gonna go ahead and I guess showcase a a tile sheet that IS-194 suggested that I checked out before, but I wasn't sure. I think it goes by Creature TS on the forum for the post. But I'll have a link to the forum post in the description below, so you guys can check out this little tile sheet pack, which is basically like a texture pack. Changes the look of the gnomes, etc. This one's actually called like satyrs and orcs. But yeah, basically, I figured I'd just try it out, and I've actually liked it quite a bit. It's different, as you can see. They they look very different. The goblins kind of look like them, but they're green, obviously, and yeah, I don't know, it's different. You know, give me some feedback on this, guys. I think it's kind of refreshing for the game to kind of look different. So we're gonna keep with this tile sheet. If you're curious how to install it, I didn't really find an installer guide, but it's actually really simple. You just find your Gnomoria folder, content, tile sheet, replace the pink background tile sheet that's already there with the one you download. Obviously save the one that's already there, put it on your desktop or something, just in case you want to convert back, but it's as easy as copying and pasting and switching them. So I mean, it's very nice how you can just change the textures that quickly. But back to our little let's play here. Basically in this episode, excuse me again, I really want to try to get the general gist of the castle walls set up. For the first probably 2 to 3 seasons, we're gonna play very defensive, and that's mainly because it's going to take some time to get some forces built up, as well as get stuff for the castle walls. So, before I forget, before I start doing that, let's see here. These are not going to be the actual locations of the farms, but in my opinion, it's very, very important to get the farm started. So that's why I'm putting those out. Make sure we get the strawberries and the wheat started. Just to get some general plantations started up, and then we'll move them later on. But let's go ahead and start figuring out our wall. I always start my walls out of logs, which to me is obvious. It's a lot easier to work with, and yeah, it's all right there. So it's just a lot easier to mess with, and you really don't have to worry about too much. But as for the size of the castle walls, guys, I think honestly, I think we should take over most of the land. We'll leave like most huge maps are about 192 by 192, which is pretty big, obviously. So I think if we leave like 25 to 30 width from the walls, I think that'll make it kind of fun. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of measuring here. Now you don't have to do this like I do it, guys. It's just, I like to kind of play a little differently, as most of you know. Let's see. 60. Alright, so let's go ahead. Start right here. I think what we'll do, let me see, 66, how far away is this? It's 50. Okay, and then this needs to get a lot longer, so we'll do this roughly 14? Alright. But basically, guys, I just want to try to get the actual wall done, and for the most part the wall is going to be square. That's not because I want to be different, but it's just, actually, hold up, shit, I just thought about something cool. Change of plans. But yeah, for the most part, it's gonna be square. But I'm gonna make it kind of wide because I want to make sure that I'll be able to widen the wall by about 2 to 4 blocks, if not 7, maybe 4 to 7. So this way it's a wide walkway. We can have rangers and stuff on top, and they can patrol and whatnot, which will be cool. So I'm gonna make sure I can do that. But I'm gonna change this up just a little bit. So we gotta make sure we get this right. So let's see how long this is. about 43. Oh, go back up. Let's get the exact measurements here. So let's do. If we go to right there, it's roughly 81. So, oh god, yeah, let's do 60. Alright, so right there is 60. And if we go to this one, 60 is roughly right about there. So, and from this point to roughly that point, we'll go ahead and say, yep, 74. Alright. So let's go ahead and we will. Now again, guys, I'm not trying to make sure the measurements are exact, but I do like the castles to kind of have some type of measurements down so they kind of look a little neater. Now, I think what we'll go ahead and do with this, we'll see how long this is real quick. It's 74, this is 36, and then 36, it's roughly about 15 to that, and roughly 20 to that. So we'll go ahead and we'll knock off about 4 more, and we'll start from there. Alright, well basically, what I'm going to do with the castle design is we're going to go ahead and start off a little bit different. We'll go by, let's go 8, 8, let's do 5, oh, I get some of this stuff cleared up. Now basically, I'm going to give the castle a little bit of a round front, just so this way it's a little neater. Kind of use some of my Minecraft techniques to make this the way I'm thinking. And this way, the castle will have kind of a nice little bit of a round front. I'll be able to work with it a lot better. So, let's see what we did here. We got 8, 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. 8, 8, and we made this one 5. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the same on this side. 8, 8, 5. Yes, I like that. Okay. Did we make the next one 5 as well? Yes, we did. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that again. Do another 5. Now, if you look at it, it kind of gives it a little bit of a roundness. And, you know, like I said, guys, imagine, you know, another wall pretty much roughly 6 blocks back, you know, more inside of the base, and that's going to be kind of the inner wall. And then we'll build it up, and we'll, you know, it'll look good. Let's just put it like that. I'm quite excited for it. So I think what we will do, let's see, how are we doing over there? We still got some room, so I think what I'm going to do is widen it just a little more, because we are going to shoot straight back. We're going to have a straight wall, so we do need to make sure it kind of evens out. So, and plus also, we don't have the market stall built yet, but we're going to have the market stall built most likely before summer, and this way we'll get our nomads, which will be nice, work out. But also on the 5th day of summer, we'll get our market stall. We're going to sell pretty much all of our wood, extra clippings, you know, to an extent. And this is mainly just to kind of clear up what's out there. I don't want to, as you can see, doing stuff like this, it's going to pretty much make all of our gnomes have a lot of shit to do, and by selling all of it, we'll be able to get a whole bunch of ore, but also get rid of a lot of crap that we can get back just from groves and farms themselves. So let's go ahead and continue. So we got 5, 5, 5, 5. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go down to do another 5. Do another 5. Let's see how this has turned out. Roughly 56 from that wall. Damn close. Damn close. Alright, I'll take that. That's fine by me. Alright, so we'll start at the tip. And again, guys, this is just kind of the gist of it. Now the real question is, do we want to go all the way back? Let's go ahead and let's get the outline. Let's go ahead and just get the outline right now. Let's see how much room this gives us to work with. Okay, let's see. Now, if I do say so myself, that is a lot of room. I think we can build a nice little village in there. Yeah. Now, the real question is, do we want to build all the way to the back? I don't think I want to connect it to the wall. I think from what I've kind of came up with in my head, I think this will be a lot funner if we just kind of cut it short. As for how much, let's see. I'm thinking 20. Yeah, I think 20 is a good stopping point. But also, something to think about. Alright, you know what, let's go ahead. Let's cut these trees up, because we're going to need to anyway. So, let's get all these trees cut up, so this way we can try to work with it. It'll take a little minute. Let's go ahead and put fast forward on. While they're doing that, let's see. Now, we've had our strawberries planted. Let's go ahead as well, while we're at it. Let's go ahead and start getting some groves set up. Now again, guys, this isn't where they're going to be for the time being, but I've noticed that this is kind of an effective strategy. It may not be clean, it may be quite ugly, but it is, to me, a very effective strategy to get multiple farms planted, groves. This way you're kind of getting your farm cycles started, and this way you can get some seeds, because like I said, if you do it this way, you'll have a lot of materials. Now, drink will be an issue, but I'm going to go ahead and set up a well, which I can go ahead and build that now. Oop, food and drink. Yep, bam. That'll help a lot. The well's always a good thing. Obviously, they're not going to get to it right this second because they're building the wall, but I always like to make it my main priority to get the wall done before about the 7th day of spring. Just so this way you get the wall out of the way, you don't have to worry about all the damn goblins and shit. Goblins can ruin your day. So that's why I like to get that done, get that all set up now. Now we'll go ahead and we'll follow the wall, get that all knocked out, go over here, just knock these out. Okay, go down the wall, get all these knocked out. But again, guys, I'm just trying to get a good start. I'd like to try to get as minimal deaths as possible, hence the kind of barricading myself again for the beginning. But I have learned my lesson, with how these games work with this stuff. We gotta make sure we sell off a lot of the weapons and gear that we don't need. So that's good. We're gonna have to keep really a lot more track of that, which we'll be able to. I'm not worried about that now, but I want to make sure I can have a long-lasting setup. But also, we have to anticipate the amount of gnomes we're going to get in the 1st or 2nd day of summer. Probably around 20 to 30, which is going to be a huge jump. And obviously, these rooms are not going to be enough. So, as well as that, we also have to light up all this, which again, it's okay right now, it's not summer. But summer will creep up on us like it's nothing. So that's why in this episode, we're just trying to get the general gist of the wall. I'm probably going to knock out another episode really quickly behind this, because this is kind of, again, I want you guys to be along for the whole journey of the actual base building. I know some of the episodes may be kind of boring, but again, a lot of you guys kind of enjoy how I build. So that's why I'm trying to kind of just bring you along. And then, if you see something that you think would be kind of cool, if I incorporate it inside the base, outside the base, castle walls, obviously go ahead and post it in the comments. And, we can kind of get a little more interactive with this. But for right now, I'm going with a pretty typical general setup for a castle/village, meaning, the castle kind of be in the background, and then we'll have a nice roadway going down the middle of the castle walls, and multiple houses. I love the idea of having multiple houses, with rooftops and everything, but, we have to play it by ear. I might have to make some bigger houses, but for the most part, by the time we get to the build phase, of the buildings, we're probably going to have 30 to 40 gnomes. So I might have to make bigger houses. I do not like the idea of dormitories. I think they're stupid. And I mean, it's better than sleeping on the floor, obviously, but I'd much prefer to keep it to separate rooms. To me, it just looks better, and I've always been about that with this game. So let's go ahead, make sure we get this finished. Okay, can't build there. Alright, so for the most part, this wall's getting done, but I think I'm going to round the back. I'm not sure if I want to keep it the way I was. What's the distance between these two? Let's check. Just check real quick. 85? 85 ain't bad. 85 is not bad. Oh no, it's 86. Alright, well let's do... I'm debating here of how I would like to do this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the round back. I think to be honest, I think that works. I think it looks good. I think it definitely doesn't look bad. Let's connect it. There we go. Alright. So we'll go ahead and we'll give it kind of a round-ish back. Did 9, so let's do... I think we should do 6s. Yeah, I think 6s will kind of give it... Now again guys, I'm not going for a legit round back, because to me, you know, castles aren't really built like that in some situations. And I think the more square castle walls, should I say, are a lot more funner to manage. So we'll go ahead and we'll stick with that design for right now, and we have a lot of stuff right here to be foraged. Get all that stuff foraged, try to get these castle walls done. We're kind of a little bit further than I planned. Let me just go ahead and look at this real quick. Well, it's not bad actually. I think that'll actually end up being pretty good. Or we could make it wider. Castle right about here. Well, be a little bit bigger, but that's the general idea. Castle right about there. Buildings, buildings, buildings all around this area. Yeah, I think, to be honest, because you know, the worst case scenario, we can always just make the houses higher, which really, that's not a big deal. And plus, inside the castle, we can also have, you know, multiple rooms. You know, we can definitely expand if needed. But I think we got a good mark right here. So let's just go ahead and just keep going out like so. Now we can connect it. Alright, let's see what this looks like. It's a little off, but again, I don't think it's too bad. I think it looks okay. Well, plus it's also going to look off, because actually if you look at it from this angle, it looks a little bit better, but yeah, not too bad. Well, actually, you know what? We'll go ahead, because this is going to be a lot bigger. I did not forgot all about how I'm going to build that wall. So why don't you get, there we go. So I think what we'll do for that, oh, they're still building, good lord. It's taking them a lot longer to build than I thought. I think what we'll do, I'm not a big fan of building like this, but I think, how many did we get there? Looks like 8. So let's go ahead. Oopsies. There's that. And this way we can kind of get a little bit more width, just get a little more distance in the back, and then yeah, see what we get out of this. Take it back like that and bring it over. Yeah, I like that better actually. Cause like I said, it's gonna be a lot wider. So let's go up, up, not that far. Alright, let's see how wide this is. Damn close to even. Yep, I'll take it. That looks better. I mean, the angles are gonna look a lot different, so I mean, it's not really gonna be perfect. Oh, that is forge. Go ahead and forge that. Go ahead and forge those. Okay, let's check our wall real quick. See what we might have missed. Cut down these trees. Not a big deal. Check out over here. I think we had a forage problem. Yes, we did. Okay, so fix that. I gotta say, I think this will look quite good. Because like I said, if you turn it, you know, like that, like right there, from that angle, it actually looks a lot better. So, it does look good. But, yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. And then what we can do to add some little more cooler things to this. Let's see here. Because like I said, this is going to be the outer version of this wall. Now, this is 32. So, let's go ahead. That's just a marker, guys. Go ahead and make it 4 wide. There we go. It's an even entrance. But also, I want to make. Let's see here. Let's try to get this even as much as possible. Yeah, 32. Let's go, let's say 5 in. Yeah, let's go 5 in. 3 out. 5 in. There we go. And basically what I'm going to do here. 3. We'll do it by 3 by 3. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Because if these are going to be towers, let's do 5 by 5, 6. Let's see what 6 looks like. 6 is close. Let's do 8. I think 8 will be big enough where it'll look the part. Yeah, I think 8 will do. Yeah, 8 will definitely do. This way. Alright, and we also have to. Whoop. How many do we have here? It goes 4 out, and it goes back. So 4 out. That's going to go back 8. Over 8, over 8, and over 7. Correct? Oh, the thing messed that up, did it? But, yeah, it's off a little bit. Where's it off? Let's see where I messed this up. Oh, actually, I think I know where I messed it up. This is 9, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Okie dokie. But again, guys, this is just going to be kind of a, you know, just something a little different. You know, castle walls. You know what? Actually, I think this will look better. Like this. See how this looks? Yeah, I like that better. Okay. So that is still 4 out. And then it's 8. It's not 8. Come on. Good lord. Building takes time. That way. That way. That way. And that way. Yeah, I like that. Because then you'll define the towers just a little bit more. Just, you know, just enough so it looks better. And the reason for this, though, is because I'm going to be using mechanical walls a lot. And the mechanical walls will definitely help a lot with you know, moving stuff out. But also I'm gonna have my market stalls actually gonna be out here in one of these towers, and the main reason for that is, well, my experience with you know, market stalls and whatnot. It's just a little bit easier to manage them if they are outside of the kingdom. Just in case, because sometimes you'll buy a lot of crap from the market stalls, and it makes it easier to bring that stuff in if you have a way to block off the gate. You know, I mean, you could put it in there and have the gate blocked off, but again, this is just something I like to do. I might make a market stall inside, I'm not sure yet, but you know, right now I'm gonna have it out here. But we'll go ahead, we'll change it as we go. Now this is 8 wide, or it's almost 8, so we're gonna go down. It's 22 to 22. It's 22 right there, so we'll go out right there. And this should line up. Oh, we're one over. Yep, so we can cancel that one and build one right there. There we go. Okay, let's take a pause here, see what we have. I'm gonna let this episode go a little bit longer for I mean, normally I don't like to let the episodes last too long, mainly just because, you know, like, it is hard sometimes, like, whether you enjoy my videos or you prefer them quick, whatever it may be, you know, everybody has stuff they gotta do, so I try to make my episodes long enough so you guys can watch them to the full extent, but also have a lot of good content in them at the same time. And when I kind of have a long episode, I can understand why they're not watched all the way through, or maybe you just don't like like what's in the video. But still, it's definitely something I try to do. Try to have a video that lasts the whole distance. And as you can see, we have tons and tons of crap inside the castle wall still. So when we sell everything to the market stall, we're still gonna have a lot of stuff to be able to use. So that's not a big deal. So that's one of the reasons also why I build the castle walls with all these trees up in the middle, because once we do sell off all the seeds, all the crap that's outside the walls, inside the walls, all the unneat stuff, we can just go in here and we can take the trees as we need them to start up the groves and get planks and whatnot. So let's go check back downstairs, see how we're doing. Now it's the 7th day, so I pretty much hit where I wanted to hit with the wall. That's great. But we are getting really close to summer, and summer means a lot of things. It means wild animals. It means starting getting goblins attacked, starting getting attacked from the depths. You know, so that's one of the things that we do have to. We are going to need a lot of torches, which can be a pain in the ass. Although we can make torches, which is always good. Now, I'm going to use marble for the castle walls, and we have a ton of marble. So let's go back up real quick, see how all our stuff is turning out. Now we pretty much got all that right there, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend this stockpile. Bam. Oh, come on. Extend the stockpile a little bit, but I'm also going to add coal and metal to that stockpile. And that's gonna start helping us get any of the raw ores that we might have left down there, which, you know, we're definitely gonna need to start working on our army very, very soon. But with this summer and the new nomads that come, a lot of pressure on multitasking definitely comes into play, because you want to start your engineer. So we definitely want to get ready for that. But I'm just trying to get the smoothest summer launch as possible. And they're still working on this wall, which it should be done soon, because that is everything. Yeah, there's no more issues with this wall. The only thing I'm going to do is get some of this crap off of the wall, just so that way I can see what's actually there. So I'll let them cut that stuff down, and I'll give us some more food. But also, a lot of our food is not even getting placed. So let's go ahead and check. We didn't make 9 beds, did we not? So let's go ahead and do that right now, actually. Let's go ahead and make the personal quarters. Now again, guys, you don't have to dig in the ground. I'd actually prefer to dig deeper and give them stone walls and stone floors, because from what I've read, that does affect the worth. But again, I think just the fact that they're sleeping in a bed versus sleeping on the ground, I think that makes the biggest difference. So, but we definitely need to get ready. Summer and all the new gnomes is going to be a lot. So we need to start, probably going to make a blacksmith or a furnace soon to get the logs melted into coal. We're going to need a lot of coal, and we haven't picked up a lot from mining, which is sad, but it happens. Whew, it's a lot of personal quarters. But we're going to need a lot more, so it's going to take some time. But I guess, yeah, we've been doing this episode for about 30 minutes or so. This is going to be like I guess you could say a part 1, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this into 2 parts, just because it is a long video. Again, guys, I'm trying to increase the amount that I'm posting for Gnomoria, at least right now, just so that way we can kind of get caught back up to where we were, to the gist of where we were in the last series, and this way you guys don't have to wait so long. We do have 9 beds, so let's go ahead and just plant these real quick. But I want to get caught back up kind of to where we were, but I also want to try to correct what I did wrong. This way we can have some fun with it. Okay, and we'll start planting that once they're done with the wall, which we should be pretty close. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here for, I guess, the part 1 of it, and expect the second part up tonight on top of this video, or if not, tomorrow morning, the continuation, since I am making these videos. They should be in 1080 now, which will hopefully look better, but as part of that, it will take a little bit longer to upload and edit and render, etc., etc. So again, guys, hope you guys are enjoying the journey. I'm gonna try to make these episodes as fun as I can, and if you guys are liking the look of the little texture pack, make sure to check out the link in the description below. And as always, guys, remember, make sure to leave a like if you guys are enjoying the video, or if you just want to give me some support. I do appreciate it. Just from the growth that we've already had in this channel already, it's been pretty freaking awesome. So again, guys, thank you for all your guys' support, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.